Okay, so this is our horizontal and vertical lines notes. Lesson 4-1. Today's date is going to be 12/11/19, and we're going to write on this. Let me see. Yep, we're going to go back. So this is where the weirdest set of notes I've ever given. We're going to take that corner box and we're going to draw a diagonal line. We're going to talk about y equals some number on the top three. And we're going to talk about equations y or x equals some number underneath. Okay? And we're going to start with the top that deals with the y. And the first flap is going to be represented by H, O, Y. So there's our hoy. Okay? Shh, 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 shh. And then we're going to get individual screenshots of what's inside. So that's what's weird about this one. So let's go with the first flap inside. That's the H. What do you think H means when I'm talking about equation that says y equals some number? Somebody have talked to Faith. Horizontal. Yeah. So we're going to write the graph of this line is, and then capital letters, horizontal. And then box it up. Okay? So on the test, when I was asking what kind of lines, I was talking about horizontal and vertical, right? So that's flap 1. That's the H flap. What about the O flap? What do you think that means in relationship to ours? God, that's really...
I think white.
I know. Let me see if I can do white. Let's see what that looks like. We'll try white on the next one. Everybody see that one? The graph of this line is horizontal. Okay? All right, next one. Oops, went too far. The middle one. I should have made that guy bigger, but that's okay. The slope has to do with what number when I have a horizontal line? What is it? That does look nice. The slope is 0. So all capital letters and then box that up. And here's what it looks like when you're calculating the slope. On these, you're going to get 0 in the numerator and then some number in the denominator. And we can divide 0 by anything we want. So this one is okay to do. Okay, we've written this on our other notes before. Okay, so the slope is 0. Slope is going to be a 0 over some number, and that's going to be okay. All right, that's where the O comes from. What do you think Y stands for? It does deal with the idea of y-intercept, exactly. So, everybody good? Okay. So then we've got this guy. We've got the y is this line. Intercepts, I'm using that word just to kind of get it in your brain. The y-axis. Capital letters, and we're going to box it. Only. So it does not come in contact with the x-axis. All right. We're done with the horizontal ones. Let's go to the vertical ones. Oh, I still see a couple people writing. So let's think about it. If the first guy was H for horizontal, what do you think the first guy is going to be on the other one? Haley, we got a V. So this guy is going to be a V. If the second guy had an O for 0, really being 0, what do you think we're going to write for our second one for the x equals? Kenna? Not x. Not the second one. Hudson? U. That's going to be talking about its slope. And then the last one was y for the y equals thing. Kenna, what are we going to write for the last one? Yeah, so we have vux. Okay, hoy vux. All right. Now, we're going to deal with each one of those one at a time. So let's go to the first flap. That is the V flap, and it's going to be the graph of this line. Is vertical. So capital and box it. And then we have the U, and that tells us about slope. So what's slope and U mean? Undefined. Undefined slope, dude. The slope, oops, see if I can write that, is, and then capital letters, undefined. Box it. So what makes it undefined is when I'm calculating slope, I have some number in the numerator, but then I'm being asked to divide it by 0. And that is the only thing in math we'll never be able to do. So this is a big whopper, no, you can't do it. Okay? And then the X is going to be our last flap. And if for the Y, it said this line intercepts the Y-axis only. We're going to write for VUX, this line intercepts the X-axis only. And then box that too. Okay, so that deals with our Hoy Vux. If you want to take a moment and glue it down, you can go ahead and do that. Okay, so, oops, go back. We're going to be dealing with the Graphing Horizontal and Vertical Lines little booklet, our little puff booklet. And we're going to open it up to the first 2 pages. So we have a graph we're going to graph. We're told what the equation is down in the box. We're going to determine whether that's going to follow Hoy or Vux. And then we're going to say where it crosses, which axis, and exactly where on that axis. So x equals 2, is that Hoy or is that Vux? That is Vux. Actually, I think brighter is going to work better on this one. So let's try this color. So, oops. Nope, can't see that. Let's try darker. That's better. So that's our Vux. And it crosses which axis? The x-axis at 2. So what I am going to do is I am going to put in tick marks and numbers, but only at the part of the axis that is going to get graphed on. Okay? So then I'm going to go ahead and graph a line that is vertical through where x equals 2. Okay? And so that's where that one is. Y equals 0. Hoy or Vux? Hoy. Let's see how this looks. That's okay. So it's Hoy, which means it's going to cross which axis? At 0. So here's a weird thing. That actually is the x-axis. That's where y equals 0. Okay, when you're ready, flip to the next 2 pages. Yeah, it's a lot easier to see that line if it's in color. So, you okay there, Cole? Okay. All right. Next 2. X equals -3. Hoy or Vux? So since it's Vux, it's going to cross the x-axis at the value -3. So I'm going to put in my tick marks just down the x-axis on the left side and then color it in where x equals -3. Okay. And then we have another x equals, so we have another Vux where it crosses the x-axis at 0. So guess where it covers up? The y-axis. Okay. And when you're ready, you can flip to our last full page. Everybody good? And we've got y equals 2, so that's hoi, where it crosses the y-axis at 2. Now that doesn't look as good. I'm going to go a little darker on that. That's better. So I'm going to just mark the y-axis part where my line might show up. We're going to find where y equals 2 and draw my horizontal line through it, the hoi. We're not graphing it. Are we graphing? Why are we gluing? Okay, and the last one, y equals -4, again another hoi, where it crosses the y-axis at -4. So again, I'm just going to go ahead and mark in where it's going to be going. I don't need other numbers on the other parts of the axes. And I'm going to get a horizontal line where y equals -4. And that's what you guys are going to be working on today. And that's it.